Alright, testing audio, testing movement. Alright, I'm testing audio movement again. Sounds and looks okay? Okay, good. Hello everyone. This is Gundam Ace, and I'm here with my streaming of Eve New Generation. Last time we left off, we switched back to Kojiro's side, as we witnessed as Marina shot Okuma dead in his own house. Chased after her and Alt, but all he found was Alt, whose personality shifted back to Noi. So they went off together, and Kojiro gave her the drug that would give her back her memories, but it would take a few hours to take effect, so they killed some time at a fireworks festival where Noi started to get parts of her memories back, but when Kojiro took his eyes off her for a minute, she got captured again. But it's the fact that she had Kojiro's cell phone on her. Kojiro was able to track her to using the GPS function to the harbor with the help of Yayoi, and went down there to save her. There he found she was being the signal was traced to a boat, which Kojiro managed to jump on as it was leaving, but he realized too late after he got on board that the whole thing was a trap set for him, and someone knocked him out of a stun gun and he passed out. Now it's August 13th, and Kojiro's woken up on woke up in an abandoned school where an old lady came and helped helped him get untied, and told him he was on the Okishi Island, which is where supposedly Noi, Alt, and Effie are from. So that's where we're picking up, and that's where we're gonna do this time. Also, I'd like to apologize in advance of maybe this episode because I'm not feeling my best right now, so I might be a little not as good as usual. My quality might not be as good as usual, but I'll try my best. So let's begin. No, it's okay. It's not bad enough that I can't take that. Need to take the day off. Just a little under the weather. That's all. Yeah, no. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm fine though. I left the school with the old lady. There are all sorts of things I need to think about, but gathering information comes first. I won't be able to make any moves unless I get an accurate grip on the situation, after all. I take stock of my surroundings. There's a gym to the west. It looks just as beat up as the main schoolhouse. Though the windows aren't broken, there are thick wooden boards around that have been nailed in to cover off some things. A chain's been wrapped around the metal door to the side of it. Not that it would open up even if the chain weren't there, considering how rusted the door looks. I can see a small mountain to the north of the school. The mountain's covered in thick greenery. Apart from the school, I don't see anything else man-made in that direction. No, not even the school itself looks like it was made by man. Not considering how much nature is encroached upon and reduced it to a wreck. Windows are broken here and there, and there's ivy growing on the outside. It's almost like the Earth's trying to take the schoolhouse with it. There's a forest to the west of the school, to the east of the schoolhouse. Sorry. There's a forest to the east of the schoolhouse. Behind me is a deep blue sea, but I can't see the shore. I don't have all those thick tree leaves getting in my way after all. Red fruit is growing from the branches. Like it's a fruit tree, for it. Hold on. Second. Okay, the orchard is a series of interwoven layers on a steep slope facing the sea. I can see a deep blue sea far behind me. There are almost no waves. The sea being flat. I can only see one thing, a single line far off into the distance, the horizon. I have a clear view of the horizon, with it being divided up into the into the blue of the sky and the blue of the sea. Judging from this view, it seems I'm on a rather elevated part of this island. I checked my watch. The current time is 10:15 a.m. Which means that the sun is currently in the south-southeast. While the direction of the shadows is to the north-northwest. Current direction I'm looking in is north, while behind me is south. Sorry, I know I just started the stream, but I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Sorry, 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Can you hear me fine? Okay, great. Sorry about that. All right, here I continue. The old woman is behind me. Saying, ma'am, can I ask you something?
なんでしょう。
What is it? I think there's a family living on this island called the Kizekis. Do you know of them?
もちろん知ってますよ。
Of course I do.
この島の住人なら誰でも知っているはずです。
There's no one on this island who doesn't know them.
人口の少ない島ですからね。
We don't have many people living here, you see. And do you know a girl named Noi, too?
ええ、ノイちゃんならついさっき港で見かけたばかりです。
Why, yes. I saw Noi at the harbor just now. What? Noi's on this island?
しばらく島を離れていたようなのですが、戻ってきたんでしょうね。
She was gone from the island for a while, but it seems she's back.
お母さんに連れられて歩いていました。
I saw her walking with her mother. So Effie's here too, huh?
ええ、ノイちゃんの方はなんだか元気がなさそうで。
Yes, though Noi seemed to be in rather poor spirits.
無理やり歩かされているというような感じでしたね。
It looked to me like she was being dragged along.
親子喧嘩でもしたのかも。
Perhaps her and her mother got into a fight. So where'd the two of them go?
家に帰ったんじゃないでしょうか。
I believe they went back home.
車に乗り込むところまでしか見ていないので、正確にはわからないんですけど。
Though I can't say for sure because all I saw was them getting in the car. I see. I'm sorry, but could you show me to where where the Kizeki house is?
申し訳ありませんが、それはちょっと。
My apologies, but I don't think I can do that. Why? Do you have something? Why? You have something else to do or something?
明日、島の南東にある沖篠宮神社でお祭りがあります。
Tomorrow, we're having a festival, Okinomiya Shrine, located on the south of the island.
今日はその前夜祭で。
Today's we're having the. Wait a sec. And today's the eve of the festival, so
いろいろと忙しいんですよ。
all of us are rather busy. Festival, huh?
全島民を挙げての盛大な。
It's a grand festival celebrated by everyone in the eye.
あ、いいえ、小さな島ですからね。盛大とは言えないかもしれませんが。
Oh no, actually this is quite a small island, so perhaps I shouldn't be calling it grand.
でもこの島にとってはとても大切なお祭りなのです。
Well, it's a very important festival for this island.
ですから。
So, well, all right. Yeah, you saved me back there, so I won't force you. If you could just tell me where it is, that'd be great. So, where's the Kazeki home?
校舎の向こう側に一本の舗装道路があります。
There's a road right past this school.
その道をまっすぐ北東に向かってください。
Please head northeast on that road.
しばらく行くと十字路にぶつかります。
After a little while, you'll arrive at a crossroads.
そこを左折して今度は北西に。
Take a left there and then go northwest.
道の突き当たりに古い建物があるので、
There'll be an old building at the end of the road.
そこの人に聞いていただけますか？
Why don't you ask the people there? Huh? So wait, that's not the Kizeki home?
いいえ、違います。
No, it is not.
実は私、木関さんのお宅を拝見したことがないのです。
Actually, I've never seen the Kizeki home before.
ですから生き方もどのようにお教えすればいいのかわからなくて。
So I don't know the directions there. Huh?
ああ、何と言えばいいのでしょう。
How should I put this? No, sorry, she said earlier. So I don't know exactly how to tell you what I should say to tell you how to get there. How do I put this?
とにかくとても奇妙なお家なんですよ。
At any rate, it's a rather bizarre house.
具体的に言うと、目には見えないお家なんです。
To be precise, it is a house that cannot be seen by the visible eye. Can't be seen by the visible eye?
そうです。
That's right.
自然の中に溶け込んでしまっていて、どこにあるのやらさっぱり。
It blends right in with the nature, so I'm afraid I have no idea where it is. Sorry, I'm not following it all here.
私にもよくわかりません。
Neither do I, truth be told.
一体どんな仕組みになっているのか。
I'm not sure exactly how it works. Well, whatever. So anyway, if I go to the place you told me about, I should be able to see someone who knows where the Kizeki house is?
はい。
Yes. Got it. I guess I'll try going there first.
すみませんね。お役に立てなくて。
I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help. The old woman frowns. Brow thickens with wrinkles.
他にお尋ねになりたいことがなければ、私はこれで失礼しますけど。
If you have no further questions for me, I must be taking my leave now. Hold on a sec. I mutter and then take a look around. A red fruit, flies into my line of sight. Oh, right. Let me ask you just one thing.
何でしょう。
Fruit called. I point to the orchard and ask. The old woman answers.
あれはパッションフルーツですよ。
That's a passion fruit.
和名は果物時計草。
Can't really translate this because of the Japanese word thing, so.
花の形が時計に似ているので、そう呼ばれています。
They say it resembles a clock.
この島の特産品のようなものです。
It's a specialty of this island. A passion fruit.
では、私はこれで。
Now, if you'll excuse me. The old woman nods to me before taking off towards the direction of the school gate. I spot something on her back and call out to her. Wait, hold on a second. Hold still. The old woman freezes. I reach for her shoulder and pick it up and pinch what's there between my fingers. You got a spider web on you.
どうも。
Thank you. The old woman thanks me as and resumes her trek towards the gate. Gradually, she fades into the distance. The gate is on the west side of the school. The gate itself is wide open, and I can see a narrow, paved road just past it. I can see a minivan parked on the road. No one's in it from what I can tell from here. The old woman passes through the gate. She slowly approaches the minivan. She opens the driver door and climbs in. The door shuts before I have time to think. The engine fires up, and the car heads off to the west. It then disappears into the forest, and before long I can no longer see it. The only thing that reaches my ears is the sound of the exhaust roaring from the distance. No way. I take a look at the cobweb. But it turns out it wasn't a cobweb. It's gray. No, it's gray dog fur. I know it well. It's the same kind of fur that Daigoro has. Perhaps this belongs to a miniature schnauzer. She is a miniature schnauzer, then. For a minute, the words I heard back at that infirmary flashed in my mind.
たまたま通りかかったら声が聞こえたので。
I just happened to be passing by and heard your voice. She's telling me that someone who was driving a car heard my voice. Damn it! That goddamn granny! I can no longer hear the exhaust. All I can hear is the sounds of insects chirping around me. I throw the dog fur to the ground. A dry wind carries it away, parts unknown. Hatsumi Kizeki was 71 years old. Her appearance matched up perfectly at that age. She's a resident of this island and owns a miniature schnauzer and a beagle. According to Effie, she wasn't living with Effie, but was living somewhere else altogether. In hindsight, the color of her eyes looked very similar to Effie's. By the way, if that old hag was Hatsumi, sorry, so that old hag might have been Hatsumi, then why did she help me out? The fact that I was tied up in that infirmary means she probably must have heard about it from the culprit, but I think about the culprit. In this context, by culprit, I mean the person who took Noi away in that car last night. They took Noi away, this is the person who took Noi away, and the one who knocked me unconscious in the pilot house of that cruiser. They probably brought me here to Okishi Island, tied me up in that infirmary. I caught a glimpse of their shadow just before I passed out last night. Well, my vision was blurry, so I couldn't make out who it was. Just who was that? At the moment, the most likely possibility is Effie. She has a motive for taking Noi away, and she once told me that she owns a cruiser. What's more, the woman who I believe to be Hatsumi said that she saw her walking with Noi. Then again, I don't know exactly how much I can trust what she says. But even so, now that Okuma's gone, Effie seems like the most likely person who would have taken Noi away. By the way, if the culprit was Effie, why did she take me all the way to Okishi Island? If Effie thought that I was in the way, she could have gotten rid of me at any point. Like, she could have thrown me into the sea on her way to the island. I was out cold until this morning, so I would have died for sure if she'd thrown me into the ocean. Or even if she was hesitant to kill me, she could have just turned around back to the harbor and left me there. But she did none of those things. Not just that, she even took me to her this island, her very own hunting ground, so to speak, nesting ground, so to speak. Why is that? I've already checked my person. I have no wounds on my body, and there's no lingering after effects from the stun gun. Why? All the items on my person are as they were, and neither my Glock, cell phone, or wallet were taken from me. Now I'm finding Effie's actions even harder to understand. Or is Effie not the culprit here? No. Even if that's the case, there's still mysteries left. I can't get a read on how the culprit's thinking at all. But there is one thing I know. The culprit didn't kill me, didn't take any of my things, and brought me to what was essentially the base of their operations related to this incident. So what does that mean? Maybe that means the culprit is trying to get me to do something. If that's the case, the culprit should be trying to approach me at some point. I'm sure they'll come soon, even if it's not right away. Sorry, I'm sure they'll show themselves soon, if it's not right away. Now, for good or for ill, I've ended up right on Okishi Island. The Kizeki family home is here. This is also where Devra Pharmaceuticals Research Laboratory is located, apparently. If what the old woman said was true, Noi and Effie are on this island too. I don't need to think about what I should be doing in this situation. That's right! Wait, hold on a second. No, that's right, I need to get back home right away. Help me. Yeah, right. As if. I gotta find Noi. I set off right away. I go down the road the old woman told me about. And head northeast on the road behind the school. I take a left at the crossroads, and then proceed northwest. After walking for a while, I find a cliff at the end of the road. I found a road divided by two cliffs. So that said, they're not exactly tall for cliffs. Only about 2 stories high. The road is squeezed between the two of them. Perhaps they carved through a single hill to make this road, creating the 2 cliffs. There are no trees on the cliffs. with only grass and weeds decorating them. Maybe there's a plane up there or something? I have to climb up a cliff in order to confirm that. It's not impossible as long as I find a foothold. But there's no need to go to those lengths. The road curves to the left. I can't see what's up ahead. The old woman said there's an old building up ahead. I continue walking, heading for it. And before long, the road stops and turns into a parking lot. Right next to the parking lot is a withered old building. This must be the place. Hey, is anyone there? I try calling out but get no response. This isn't a house. Or at the very least, it's a different shape from a normal kind of house. So, wait, hold on a second. It's a horizontal building with evenly spaced windows. It looks like it's either a small factory, or the kind of dugout you see at construction sites. It's a very old building from what I can see. It's made of wood, and the window frames are made of wood as well. The windows are clouded over, perhaps due to the sea breeze. And they're so thin they feel like I break them if I so much just touch them. They break if I so much touch them. The roof is withered, with the paint peeling off in places. So not as bad as that schoolhouse. The state of decay doesn't leave me believe anyone could be living there. I approach the door. There's a wooden plate by the side of it. Though it's cracked, there appear to be letters or numbers written. Appear to be words carved into it. Devra Pharmaceuticals, Okishi Island Research Lab. Devra! This is their research lab? I take another look at the building. I heard that this building was established about 30 years ago. I never thought it would have decayed this badly. As I'm thinking that, the door suddenly opens. A man in a lab coat comes out from within. He gives me a glance, and then shuts the door, and then locks the door without saying a word. He then heads to the parking lot, as if ignoring me altogether. There's only a single car in the parking lot. It's a transport truck with a loading bed attached to it. The man opens the door. Hey, hold on. I stop the man. He gives me an annoyed look and speaks.
Nanda.
What? What do you want? Are you a researcher here?
見りゃわかんだろ。白衣着てんだからさ。
Well, duh, I'm wearing a lab coat. Can't you tell that for yourself? There's something I want to ask you. Do you know a girl named Noi Kiseki?
知ってるも何も社長の娘じゃねえか。
Of course I do. She's the president's daughter. Where is she?
家だろ。島に帰ってきてるって聞いたぜ。
Probably at home. I heard she came back to the island. Where is that house?
見えないのか?
What, you can't see it? I take another look around. I don't spot any other buildings apart from the research facility. Sorry, laboratory. Which means... Wait, is this Lab Noise house?
なわけねえだろ。
Hell no, of course not. I don't see any other buildings.
そうか。あんたには見えないのか。お気の毒様。
Oh, so you can't see it, huh? My condolences. Can't see it. That's the same thing the old woman said. That wasn't visible to the eye. What do you mean?
どういう意味も何もねえよ。そのまんまの意味だ。
I mean exactly what I said.
あの家は不思議な構造をしててな。
The house is built kind of funny, you see.
特殊な能力でも持ってない限り、外から見ることはできねえんだよ。
You can't see it from the outside unless you have a special ability.
東大元暮らし。意外とあんたのすぐ近くにあるかもしれないぜ。
Hold on a sec. You never know. It might be right around the corner.
常識にとらわれることなかれ。さすれば見えないものが見えてくるであろう。なんつってな。
Don't let common sense take hold of you. Do that and you can see what you couldn't see before. Or some shit like that anyway. You know, sorry, earlier you also said, you know what they say, it's darkest under the lighthouse. And then he says that, and the researcher opens the door. Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet.
なんだよ。
What is it now?
急いでんだぜ、こっちは。
I'm in a hurry here, you know? I came here because someone told me that I could learn where the Kiseki house was here.
誰がそんなことを?
Who told you that? An old lady. My guess is that she was Hatsumi, Kiseki.
初見さんが?
Hatsumi said that? Yeah.
たくしょうがねえな。
Fine.
初見さんの指示とあっちゃ断るわけにはいかねえな。
That's what Hatsumi's ordered, then I can't refuse.
わかった。それじゃあもう一つだけヒントをやろう。
Fine, I'll give you one more hint.
木を隠すなら何とやら。探し物は答えの逆だ。
The answer is the opposite of, if you want to hide a tree, do it in blank.
If
you're going to hide a tree, then you do it in a forest. The forest? I turn around. I can see a lush green field out in front of me. squint my eyes and stare further. But, however, the researcher takes that chance. The engine fires up and the exhaust roars. The car races off before I can even call it to stop. The tires screech against the road as it dashes off with intense speed. It rounds the curve and then disappears in the blink of an eye. The hell? He just left me a riddle. Fucking asshole. Why would he do that? Is he testing me or something? I don't have time for these games. If you're going to hide a tree, do it in the forest. I take another look at the forest in the distance, but no matter how much I squint, I don't see anything that looks like a house. I don't see anything unnatural at all. For a moment I consider going into the forest, but I quickly give up on... The forest there is big, huge. If I search that forest randomly, it could be the end of summer by the time I found that house. It's not the forest. The Kiseki home isn't in the forest. The researcher said it was the answer to what I'm looking for is the opposite of that. The opposite of that. The opposite of the forest. Maybe the middle of the plains then? I try walking around the fields for a bit. Hold on a sec. All I found are locusts. I tried checking the lab next. The door's locked. I could just break it down, but I decided to do a survey of the building's exterior first. I can see inside through the cloud windows. The interior of the building is divided into several rooms. The first room has wooden shelves, giant machines, and a long table for experiments. On top of the cabinets, I see test tubes, beakers, and flasks. I can't tell what the machines are used for. Wherever they are, they're huge. There's several switches and lights on them. Some of them have old-fashioned CRT monitors built into them. There are several computers lying next to them, but all of them are decades old. So what kind of research do they do in a rundown place like this now? It's just only then that I finally notice that the table for experiments is caked with dust. So they don't use this room, huh? I check one room after another after that. However, they all look about the same. The machines are rusted, dusty. The contents of the shelves are empty, and there are cobwebs all over the room. What does that mean? However, there is just one room that's completely different from them. Unlike the other ones, I can feel life coming from it. It's messier compared to the other rooms. That only goes to show further my my suspicions that people use it. There are magazines piled up on the floor. There's a garbage can overflowing with trash. There's a fridge in the corner of the room. And they even have an air conditioner near the top near the ceiling. They have a curved desk, and in front of that, a chair. Several LCD monitors are surrounding the chair. And lying on top of the desks are the latest kinds of computers. It seems they're off. The light switch is flickering from red to green over and over. There's a drinking glass on the table. The ice inside hasn't melted yet. There's also an ashtray that's piled with ashes. I see. So that researcher is working in that room until up until just now, huh? What kind of work is he doing out here? There are no other rooms in the facility. There's nothing else about the lab that seems suspicious. No, sorry, as a building, there's nothing suspicious about it. But its very existence is incomprehensible. What the hell do they even do here? Why is there only one researcher here? This facility was established almost 30 years ago. I heard that Devra Pharmaceuticals began in its own small research lab. Though it seems that their headquarters are currently somewhere else. Does that mean they don't use this facility anymore? That's all I can imagine. So I can't imagine what they had in mind just keeping a single researcher here. I go back to the road leading from the lab. I come by the crossroads I passed on my way here. The school. If I take a right, I'll go to the school. I don't know where I'll go if I turn straight ahead, or if I go straight ahead or to the left. So for now, I decide I'll go straight. I travel down a steep hill and reach what appears to be a shopping district. Though the key word is appears. For a district, there isn't much that appears to be open. I don't see anyone here. It's almost like a ghost town. I enter a random shop and call in. Excuse me! A woman comes out from within. It's a plump middle-aged lady.
あら珍しい。観光客の方？
Oh, a tourist? We don't get those much. No, I'm actually looking for a girl.
ああ、だったら見当違いだよ。
You better set your sights elsewhere
この
then.
島には若い女の子なんてめったに来ないからね。
Ain't many young girls on this here island after all.
隣の常盤島にでも行ってみたらどうだい？
Why don't you try Tokiwa Island? It's just next door.
ビーチにはギャルギャルした女の子がわんさかいると思うよ。
I hear the beach is full of pretty girls. What are you talking about?
だから女の子の話だよ。
Girls, what else?
ナンパ目当てで来たんだろ？
You came here to flirt, didn't you? I frankly shake my head. No, sorry, exasperatedly shake my head. Do I look like the kind of guy who flirts?
見えるね。
Yep.
え？私を口説こうっていうのかい？
Wait, what? Me? Are you trying to flirt with me?
あらやだ困ったわ。お父ちゃんになんて言えばいいのかしら。
Oh dear, what did I do? What will my father say? Hey Hag, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time for all this nonsense.
今バーバーって言った。
You just called me a hag, didn't you?
バーバーって言ったわね。
You called me a hag, right?
お引き取りください。
Please take it back. No, I didn't say hag. I said, great, your skin looks. It's so soft. It looks so soft and smooth.
あらそうかね。よく言われるのよ。
Oh, really? I get that quite a lot. By the way, ma'am, there's something I'd like to ask you.
なんでございましょう。
What is it? I'm looking for a girl named Noi. Do you know her?
ああ、木関さんとこの。もちろん知ってるよ。
Oh, you mean Miss Kizeki's daughter? Of course I know her.
今朝方島に帰ってきたそうじゃないか。
It seems she came back to the island this morning. Where's her house?
どこって言われてもね。
Where? I don't know how to answer that.
教えようがなくって。
There's no real way to describe it. Because you can't see it?
そう。よく知ってるね。
Yeah, exactly. You're well informed. But you do know the general area where it is, don't you?
そりゃもう。
Well, yeah.
でも本当に大体だよ。大まかな場所。
But when I say the general area, that's all I know, really. That's fine with me. Just tell me, please.
じゃあちょっと待ってて。
Alright, hold on a second.
今地図を持ってくるからね。
I'll get you a map. The woman disappears into the store. And she comes back out. She's holding a piece of paper.
観光用の地図だよ。持ってきな。
Here, this is a map for tourists. Take it. I accept the map from her. It's a rather simple map. Since it's a map for tourists, it only lists places that seem like they'd be tourist spots. But this map should be enough to help me in my search. Thanks for all the help, I appreciate it.
いいんだよ。
It's alright. So, where in this map is the Kizeki house?
この辺かね。
Around here, I guess? The middle-aged woman says that and then draws a circle with her finger around a certain area on the map. from southwest to northeast, there's a road that cuts through the center of the island. The old woman is encircle a very large area in the upper half of the island north of that road. Hey, that's... I know you say give me the general area, but doesn't help me at all. Can't you do a point instead of a circle?
だから大体の場所しかわからないって言ったじゃないか。
Didn't I tell you I only knew the general area where it was?
私は木関さんのお宅を見たことがないし、お邪魔したこともないんだ。
I've never seen or been to the Kizeki house before. Is that true?
その話っていうのは
Is what true? That you can't see it with the visible eye.
嘘なんかついてどうすんのさ。
What would I have to gain from lying to you? Fine, don't go ask someone else. Where are the other residents of this island?
みんな神社に行ってるんじゃないかな。
I think they should all be at the shrine.
今夜、沖篠宮神社でお祭りがあるんだ。
We're having a festival at the shrine tonight.
だからその準備に。
So everyone's getting ready for that. Oh yeah, that's right. The old woman did mention something like that.
まあお祭りって言っても今日は前夜祭なんだけどね。
Then again, though I say it's a festival, today's just the eve of the festival.
本祭は明日の8月8日にやることになってて。
The actual festival is tomorrow, on August 8th. Huh? Wait, hold on a second. What did you just say?
だから今日は8月7日だろ？
Well, I mean, today's August 7th, right?
前夜祭だけしかやらないんだよ。
So it's only the eve of the festival. What are you talking about? Today's August 13th, right?
意味がわからないんだけど、どういうこと？
What are you talking about? I'm not following. Like I said, today's date is
8月7日。
August 7th. No, it's August 13th. I take my cell phone out of my pocket and show the screen to the middle-aged woman. See? It says the 13th, doesn't it?
そんなこと言われても7日なんだからしょうがないじゃないのさ。
You say that, but today's the 7th, so I really don't know what to tell you.
機械の表示なんていくらでもいじれるしね。
You can change the machine's display all you want. Alright, fine then. Hold on a second. I'll call the weather report right now. Wait, my sound quality just went down? How about now? Testing. Is it any better now? Oh, okay, that's what happens. Alright. I pull out my cell phone and dial 177. However, all I get is an empty buzzing. I pull my cell phone away from my ear and look at the screen. It says no service on it. Hey, wait, are you telling me this island doesn't...
携帯なんて使えるわけないじゃない。
Of course you can't use a cell phone here.
こんな偏僻な島なんだから。
This island's out in the middle of nowhere, after all. Can I borrow your home phone?
あいにくだけど、それも無駄。
Sorry, but that's not gonna help you either.
今朝から繋がらないんだよね。
Calls haven't been getting through since this morning. What do you mean by that?
知らないよ。私は電話局の人間じゃないもの。
I don't know, I don't work for a phone company.
この島ではよくあることなのさ。
Haven's on this island all the time.
別に取り立てて騒ぐほどのことでもないよ。
It's nothing to raise a fuss over, really.
気がついたらいつの間にか治ってる。そういうもんなんだよ。
It always goes back to normal before you even know it. Alright, whatever. Anyway, I'll go try asking the other islanders.
よかった。納得してもらえたみたいだね。
Good, looks like you finally understand.
きっと疲れてるんだよ。
You must be exhausted.
なんなら、うちでちょっと休んでいくかい？
So, if you'd like, what do you say taking a rest in my place?
布団敷いてあげるよ。
I'll even lay out a bed for you. Her eyes gleam. I force a smile, shake my head, and move away from her without saying a word. Okay, we can go to the lighthouse, the port, the beach, or the shrine. Since everyone's going to the shrine, let's just go to the shrine, like she said. This is a shrine to the west of the island. Hold on. There's a giant shrine with hanging eaves right in front of me. Pillars and wall planks are withered and decaying in places. The paint peeling. It seems this shrine was built a really long time ago. Although the building is old, the thick pillars give it a dignified look. A sign hangs out from under the projected eaves. It reads, Okishinomiya Shrine. I stand in front of the shrine and look around. They said that they'll be holding the eve of their festival at the shrine tonight. However, what I see around me is rather plain. The only stuff they put up are is a red and white rope, hanging rope. There aren't any stalls or vendors or anything like that around. In fact, I don't even see any people. An old woman said that this was a very important festival that all the islanders celebrated. Even that middle-aged woman said that the islanders were currently gathering here to prepare for the festival. That's odd. Why is no one here? I take another look around. Dense trees surround the shrine. I part my way through and search the forest for a little bit. I don't find anything. Just a dense forest seems to go on forever. I come back out and return to the shrine. Just then,
何かお探しかな?
are you looking for something? I hear a voice behind me. I turn around and see an old man there. Who are you?
ただの老いぼれじゃよ。
Just an old man. Do you live on this island?
この島以外の場所には行ったことがない。
I've never been anywhere but this island.
いやあ、海は別じゃがな。昔は漁師をしておったんじゃ。
Oh, but the sea's a different story. I used to be a fisherman, you see. Okay, got it.
で、お前さんは
So who are you?
茂みの中などに入って何をしておった？
What were you doing in the woods? Just looking for something.
こんなところにはカピカピになった春画は落ちておらんぞ。
Sec. You're not gonna find any old porn mags lying around here or something like that. Hey, I'm not a grade schooler. I'm not interested in that.
ならば何を探しておったんじゃ。
Then what are you looking for? Something.
エロエロ
Something? I said something.
いろいろとは
What do you mean by that? I'm looking for a girl.
一つ目こそは女の子ではない男の子じゃ。
Looking, you seem like a boy, not a girl. Hey, could you just cut out with the jokes already?
お前さんはコーヒーとか
What, you prefer puns? Sorry, I just remember I had something to do. Bye.
またね
Wait! What do you want? I don't have time to mess around with a prankster like you. If you want someone to talk to,
奇跡の意を探しておるんじゃな。
you're looking for Noi Kizeki, aren't you? How would you know that?
どうしても何もない。知ってるから知ってるんじゃ。
I don't know what to tell you. I know because I know. Who told you that?
誰にも
No one. Don't play dumb.
とぼけてなんかおらんわい。
I'm doing no such thing.
わいしゃ人の心を読むことができるんじゃ。
I can read people's minds.
ま、そんなことはどうでもよい。
It doesn't really matter, though.
とにかくお前さんは 奇跡の家を探しておるんじゃろ。
Anyway, you're looking for the Kizeki's house, aren't you?
目には見えない。まるで化け物屋敷のようなあの家よ。
The house that's like a haunted house, the one you can't see with the visible eye.
研究員にはあったかね。
Did you meet with a researcher? Yeah.
なんと言っておった。
What did he say? I tell him the riddle that the researcher gave me. The answer to what I'm looking for is the opposite of, when you want to hide a tree, put it in a blank.
おお、あの研究員がそんな気の利いたことを。
What a clever lad. You know what he's talking about then?
まあな。
I suppose.
似たようなことわざにこんなものがある。
There's a similar expression to that.
木を見て森を見ず。
You can't see the forest for the trees.
細部ばかりを凝視していても物事の全体像は見えてこないという意味じゃ。
It means if you focus only on the details, you'll miss sight of the big picture.
どうだね。お前さんは今視野が狭くなってはいないかね。
Well, what about you? Sure, your vision isn't too laser focused right now?
答えはお前さんが思っているよりも簡単なものじゃよ。
The answer is simpler than you think.
木も見ず、森も見ず。
You can't see the tree and you can't see the forest.
やはり最後に頼りになるのは水だということじゃ。
The thing you should be relying on most is the last part. Can't see. Or mizu in Japanese.
もちろん探し物がその答えの逆というのは変わらんのじゃが。
Of course, that doesn't change the fact that the answer to what you're searching for. The opposite of the answer. Sorry, let me try that again. Of course, that doesn't change that what you're looking for is the opposite of that answer. Hey, old man, I'm in a hurry here. I don't have time to be solving riddles.
さあじゃろ、そうじゃろ。
I bet not.
だからわしは一番簡単なヒントを与えてやったんじゃ。
Well, I gave you the simplest hint I could.
子供でもわかるヒントをな。
It's a kind of hint even a kid could understand.
お前さんが優秀な頭脳の持ち主なら1分とかからずに解くことができるじゃろ。
If you're smart, you should be able to solve it in a minute. There's nothing I can really say to that. My pride won't allow me to beg him for the answer. I fall silent and think. But that doesn't last long either. The old man continues as if to interrupt my train of thought.
ところで一つ目小僧の話はどうなった？さっき言っておったじゃろ。
Sorry, I mistranslated something earlier. He was talking to Kojiro about a one-eyed kid. By the way, how did the thing with the one-eyed kid go? The one-eyed kid? Didn't I just tell you?
探し物はいろいろある。一つ目は女の子。
There are all sorts of things we're looking for. One of them you're looking for. One of them is a girl.
では二つ目は何じゃ？
And what's the second one? Oh, that's what he meant. The second thing I'm looking for is also a person. Looking for an islander. I heard they're having a festival at the shrine tonight.
だったらこの先に行ってみるといい。
You should try going past here. Past here?
そうじゃ。
Oh, sorry, Kojo was saying I'm looking for the islanders, and that he was looking for two things. Sorry, I'm a little off my game right now.
このお社の裏手の森、そこを抜けていったところに大きな広場がある。
If you go through the woods behind the shrine, you'll find the giant plaza there.
岬の先端にある広場じゃ。
A wide area at the end of the cape.
島民はそこに集まっておる。
The islanders are there. Is that where they're holding the festival?
そうじゃ。
That's right.
櫓を囲んでみんなで盆踊りをする。
Hold on a sec. Everyone gathers and performs a dance together. That's all there is to it. It's a rather simple festival.
じゃが、祭りをすること、それ自体に意味がある。
However, there is meaning to performing holding the festival itself.
この島の住人にとっては、とても大切な祭りなんじゃよ。
It's a very important festival for the people on this of this island. The insects, a chorus of insects are chirping all over the deep forest. The leaves rustle with a strong southern wind. So I can't hear it well amidst all that noise. I can indeed pick up the hustle and bustle of people. Head to the direction the voice is, and keep walking as if I'm drawn toward them. Narrow paths stretch out on the on the forest behind the shrine. When I get to the end of the road, I see a vast scenery open up right before my eyes. It's the cove. No, sorry, it's the cape. Just as the old man said, there is indeed a large plaza there. A stage for the festival is erected in the center of the plaza. Several stalls have been set up around it. The islanders are there too. Even from a single glance, you can tell there's at least over 100 of them. Spread out here and there, doing their own tasks. You hear people laughing cheerfully, as well as instructions being barked here and there. The lively voice of the people echoes all throughout the cape. I talked to several of the islanders and asked them this. Do you know where the Kizeki's house? They all say the same thing. I don't know. I've never seen it before. Just be safe. I asked them the date too. And when I do, they all say, it's August 7th, isn't it? I go back and return to the shrine. The old man's gone. Okay, now we can go to the beach, the harbor, or the lighthouse next. Alright, lighthouse it is. This is a lighthouse on the eastern cove, on the eastern cape. The site of a rather beautiful view. A concrete lighthouse stands tall. That large tower looked kind of out of place on this small island. The deep blue sea seems to go on forever. The lighthouse door isn't locked. I went to find a spiral staircase going up inside. I try going up. I tried counting the number of steps that were on the stairs, but there's so many I eventually just gave up. I don't know how many laps I took around the lighthouse in a total. After climbing for a bit, eventually I reach a wide area surrounded by glass. A giant light is set in there. It almost looks like the eyeball of a monster. It's currently noon right now. The eyeball isn't shining, nor is it rotating. I look out to see an observing platform. There's a handrail stretched around the observatory deck. I circle it, but I don't spot anything particularly strange. There's the seas to the east and the forests to the west. That's all. The ocean sparkles in the summer sunlight. Hold on a sec. The mountains behind me look almost sweaty with all the shades of green all over them. The color of the sky is rather deep too. It almost looks as thick as oil. After taking a look around, I go back down the lighthouse. When I come out, there's a man standing there.
ああ、もしかして今降りてきたところですか?
Oh, did you just come down from there? Yeah, what about it though?
上に誰かいませんでした?
Was there anyone up there? No, no one at all.
そ そうですか。参ったな。
I see. Well, that's a problem. Who are you?
この島で旅館を営んでいるものです。番頭ですよ。
I run the inn on this island. Are you looking for someone?
ええ。
Yes. Who?
ピンク色の髪をした女性です。
A woman with pink hair.
服装も全部ピンク色で。
Her clothes were all pink too.
見かけませんでしたか？
Have you seen her? No, I haven't, but
どうしたんです？何か心当たりでも。
what is it? Has something come to mind? Hey, what's her name, by the way?
わかりません。
I don't know.
うちの旅館のお客さんなんですがね。まだ宿帳の方に記入をしていただいていないので。
She's staying at my inn, but she hasn't written anything in our ledger. What's she doing on this island?
人をお探しになっているようでした。
It appears she's looking for someone. Did you say who?
この島に木関初美というおばあさんが住んでいるのですが、その人を。
She's looking for an old woman who lives on this island named Hatsumi Kizeki. What does this mean? If the woman that this man is talking about is Hojo, then why is she looking for Hatsumi? Suddenly, I remember something that Hojo said to me.
初美八重田初美という女性。
A woman named Hatsumi Yaeda. So Hatsumi Yaeda and Hatsumi Kiseki really are the same person then? Why are you looking for her?
ことづてを預かっておりまして。
Because I was asked to. By who? What exactly did they order you to do?
さすがにそこまではお教えできませんよ。
Sorry, but I can't tell you that much.
お客様のプライバシーに関わることですから。
It concerns our guests' privacy, you see.
もしかしてお知り合いの方なんですか？
Are you an acquaintance of hers, perhaps? Perhaps. There aren't that many women who are garbed entirely in pink after all.
だとしたら奇遇ですね。
What a fortuitous coincidence then.
こんな偏僻な島にお知り合いの方がいらっしゃるなんて。
You think you would find an acquaintance on an island in the middle of nowhere like this? True enough.
ところで宿はもう決まってらっしゃるんですか？
By the way, do you already have housing arrangements?
もしまだだとしたら、ぜひとも私どもの旅館に。
If not, please feel free to come to my inn. The man then holds out a business card. A map to the inn is drawn on the back. I'll think about it. I'm not planning on staying here for long after all.
おや、すぐ帰られてしまうんですか？
Oh, you're going back so soon? Once I finish what I came here for, yeah. Actually, I'm looking for something too. As I've done up until now, I ask him about the Kizeki house. The man says that he doesn't know where it is because he hasn't seen it before. Then I ask him about the riddle the researcher gave me. What you're looking for is the opposite of the answer of if you want to hide a tree, you put it in a blank.
ああ、なるほど。そういうことですか。
Ah, I see. That's what you mean. Do you have? Did you come? Do you have any ideas?
ええ、まあ
I suppose you could say that.
研究員の方は多分こう言いたかったんだと思います。
I think that researcher wants to say this.
木を隠すなら文字の中。
If you want to hide a tree, you do it in a name. A name?
はい、そうです。
Yes, that's right.
もちろんその言葉がそのまま目的地を示すというわけではありませんよ。
Naturally, though, that word doesn't point to the destination itself.
探し物は答えの逆。このことは変わりません。
It doesn't change that what you're searching for is the opposite of that answer.
では、私はこれで失礼しますよ。
I'll be taking my leave then.
ピンク色のお客さんを探さなければならないので。
I have to find that pink customer of mine, you see. Wait, hold on a sec. You just said you didn't know where the Kizeki house was. Right now you spoke as if you knew where it is. Why is that? Why you need to be so vague?
いずれお分かりになるでしょう。
I'm sure you'll understand soon enough. What's that mean?
どういう意味も何もありません。
Nothing at all, really.
私には分かるんですよ。
I know.
まあちょっとした予知能力みたいなもんです。
I guess you could say I have somewhat of a bit of what you call precognition.
では失礼します。
If you'll excuse me then. The man gives me a little bow and then runs off. Okay, now we can go to either the beach or the harbor. Unfortunately, there are no Luna beaches here, so sorry if you're hoping to get some food. Alright, Crab Sumo it is. The beach we go. There's a moon-shaped beach right there. The sand is pure white. Thick rocks are lying to the sides of on the sides of the beach. I look into the distance, see tall cliffs over there. The beach is squeezed between two cliffs, sitting quietly on its lonesome. I can see someone in the distance. Maybe we should talk to them. There's a lone woman standing by the waves. Her bare feet are in the ocean water, and she's staring out at the ocean. I approach her and speak up. What are you doing?
波を見てるの。
Looking at the waves. Do you find that fun?
うん。
Yes.
波には一つとして同じものがない。
No two waves are ever the same.
昨日の波と今日の波は違うし、今訪れたこの波と次に訪れるあの波も。
The waves from yesterday and the waves from today are different. Same goes from the wave that just came right now and the wave that will come next.
ほらね、全然音色が違うでしょ。
See, there's no harmonization to them at all, right?
この島にいると気が狂いそうになるのよ。
I feel like I'm going crazy living on this island.
だからこうして時々波を見に来るの。
That's why I come look at the waves from time to time. Feel like you're going crazy?
うん。
Yes. Why's that?
言ってもきっと理解してもらえないと思う。
I'm sure you wouldn't understand even if I told you. I won't know that until I hear it for myself.
この島はね、時空の歪みの中に存在するの。
You see, the thing is, this island exists within a distortion of time and space. I'm sorry, what?
ほらね、やっぱり理解してもらえなかった。
See? I knew you wouldn't understand. That's because you didn't explain enough to me.
ううん。十分説明してもわからないと思うわ。
No, I don't think you'll understand even if I do explain it perfectly.
今日は何月何日か知ってる？
Do you know what day today is? April 13th.
違うわ。今日は8月7日よ。
Wrong. Today is sorry, August 13th. Wrong. Today is August 7th.
あなたは時間を遡ってこの島へと飛ばされてきたの。
You went back in time and were sent to this island. That's impossible.
ええ。普通はそう思うわよね。
Yes, that's what common sense would dictate anyway.
でもこれは事実。
But this is the truth.
この島の時間の流れ方は外の世界とは違うのよ。
The flow of time on this island is different from the outside world.
そのせいかどうかはわからないけど、この島では他にも奇妙な現象がたびたび起こるの。
I don't know if that's the reason why, but all sorts of bizarre phenomenon also happen on this island too.
島民はみんな不思議な能力を持ってるし、目には見えない家なんていうのも存在するわ。
All the islanders have strange powers. And there's even a house that can't be seen by the visible eye that exists. You're talking about the Kiseki house, right?
知ってたんだ。
You knew about it? Yeah, but I don't know where it is. I'm looking for it right now. Do you know where it is?
さあ、見たことがないから。
Beats me. I've never seen it before. Then do these words mean anything to you? The answer where you're looking for is the opposite of the sorry. What you're looking for is the opposite of the answer to. If you want to hide a tree, you put it in a blank.
この辺りの海はとても深いの。
The ocean around here is very deep.
この浜辺もそう。
Same goes for this beach.
浅瀬になっているのはすぐそこまでで、途中からガクンと落ちくぼんでるの。
It's only shallow up until just a little bit further ahead, then suddenly takes a huge dip down.
だから何も知らない観光客がこの浜で泳ぐとパニックに陥って大変なことに。
So there are times where unaware tourists will panic when they go swimming on this beach, causing all sorts of a ruckus. Wait, are you even listening to me? What I asked you was,
木を隠すなら、その言葉の意味でしょ。
what he meant by the words, if you want to hide a tree, right? Yeah.
今私が言ったこと、音が答えになってるわ。
What I just told you is another hint to the answer. So, it's in the sound. The sound?
音のことよ。
Yes, the sound.
それじゃ私はこれで。
Now, if you'll excuse me. The woman picks her sandals up from off the beach and vanishes. Okay, only one place left to look, and that's the harbor. This is the harbor. A snug and simple fishing harbor. Suddenly, a sense of nostalgia wells in my heart. Alright, one sec. Perhaps this enigmatic sight evokes some sort of primal landscape within me. The scenery is rich in flavor, preserving the atmosphere of good old Japan. Ugh, great. Now I'm sounding like an old man. Gotta quit while I'm ahead. Just an old beat-up harbor, that's it. I stand at the edge of the wharf and look around. In the corner of the harbor lies a vehicle that is different from all the other fishing. Plane. Water plane, huh? Don't see those often. The fishing boats are swaying in the waves. It sure is quiet here. There's several large warehouses on the opposite shore. All the shutters are down on them. Two or three rusted containers are staying in front of the warehouse. The ocean is shockingly transparent. I look in the water to see fish swimming around lively. They do say, after all, that if a fish is friendly to water, then the water will be kind to the fish, too. Hmm? Wait, never mind. Don't forget that. By the way, where are the people? I don't see anyone. No, wait. There is just one person. They're doing some kind of work next to a fishing boat. They're probably a fisherman. Maybe they're getting the ship ready to go out or something. Sorry, maybe they're performing maintenance on the ship or something. I approach him and call out to him. Hey, sorry to bother you while you're working, but I want to ask you. The fisherman stops and turns to me. It's a young man. He appears to be he seems like he's still an apprentice.
なんだよ。今日はこれで2度目だぜ。
What do you want? This is the second time today. The second time?
知らない人間に話しかけられたのがだよ。
I mean the second time that someone I don't know has talked to me.
で、何の用だ？
So what do you want?
聞きたいことがあるなら手短に言ってくれよ。
If you got something you want to ask, keep it short.
今仕事中なんだからさ。
I'm working right now, you see. Ask him the same question I've asked many times before today. I'm looking for Noikizeki. Do you know where her house is? He gives me this answer.
あの子なら今朝見かけたよ。
I saw that girl this morning.
母親と一緒にこの辺りを歩いてたな。
He's walking around here with her mother.
うちの場所は知らない。
I don't know where her house is.
悪いが他を当たってくれ。
Sorry, but go check somewhere else. Like where?
そうだな。デボラ製薬の研究施設にでも行ってみたらどうだ？
I know. Why don't you try going to Devra Pharmaceuticals laboratory? I already went there. I met the researcher there too.
それで、そいつは何て言ってたんだ？
And what did he say? What you're looking for is the opposite of the answer to if you want to hide a tree, put it in a blank.
なんだそりゃ。
What the hell?
森の中ってことか。
Does he mean in a forest? Hell if I know.
森か。
A forest. A forest, huh?
一言で森って言ってもいろいろあるしな。
There are a ton of forests around here. Yeah, it sure looks that way. From what I saw on the map, most of the island is covered in forest.
いや、そういう意味で言ったんじゃないよ。
No, it's not what I meant.
森には2種類あるだろ。
There are two kinds of forest.
ま、それが正解なのかどうかはわからないけどな。
Sure, I don't know if that's the right answer or not.
とにかく、あとは他のやつに聞いてくれよ。
Anyways, ask someone else for the rest.
今夜神社で祭りがあるんだ。前夜祭。
We're having a festival at the shrine tonight. The eve of the festival, that is.
それまでに船の整備を終わらせないと。
I gotta finish fixing up the boat by then. Fisherman tries to get up. Hey, wait, where are you going?
足りない工具を取りに行くんだ。
To get the tools I don't have right now.
手伝ってくれんのか？
You gonna help me out? No, sorry, but I'm in a hurry too.
だろ？
Yeah, I figured as much. Let me just ask you one last thing.
なんだよ。
What? What's today's date?
あんた、頭でも言ったのか？
Did you hit your head or something?
今日は8月7日に決まってんだろ。
Today's August 7th, obviously. Fisherman leaves with those words. First thing that concerns me is the date. Why does even that fisherman say that today is the 7th? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Doesn't make any sense at all, but getting all worked up about it isn't going to change anything. What matters more right now is what he said that there was 2 different kinds of forests. I should think about that. 2 kinds of forests. Forests. Or in Japanese, mori. Mori. I see. Shrine. You put tree. Hold on. If you put the character tree with the character for earth, you get shrine. First, the tree surrounding a shrine. However, I've already went to that shrine. I didn't see anything that looked like a hint there. And besides, so the answer is the opposite of what I'm looking for. So what's the opposite of a shrine? Hold on a second. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Back. Here we go. Go around to all the places on the map. I asked everything I could. All I have left to do now is take the information I found out and use that to locate the Kiseki house. I want to do my deduction where it's as quiet as possible. The center of this island is a good distance away from all the other spots. So I decided to return to this abandoned infirmary to do my thinking. Alright, let's get to it then. Let's go over the information I got first. All the islanders told me this. The islanders said the following. The researcher said, if you want to hide a tree, you put it in a blank. The innkeeper said, want to hide a tree, you put it in a name. The old man said, don't look at the tree, don't look at the forest. The only thing you rely on is the part that you don't look at. In other words, don't look at a tree, or ki. If you don't look, or mizu, And the word nori sounds like mori or forest. Meanwhile, the fisherman said there are two different kinds of forests or mori. The woman said that the sea around here is very deep. It's only shallow for a little bit, and then it suddenly takes a big dip later. Now, what is it that I can understand from these words? Where is the Kiseki house? Okay, I'm just gonna warn you ahead of time. This whole thing is a big, giant Japanese riddle, so, yeah, there's, no conceivable way that you could really figure this out unless you have knowledge of Japanese, so, I normally would adapt this sort of thing, but it was so extensive, and this is just such a, you know, this is just like a side thing I do, so I really didn't want to go to all the trouble of coming up with a localization for it off the top of my head, so, sorry about that in advance, so you'll just have to bear with me as I explain how the whole Japanese thing works. Okay, that said, let's get this on the road, show on the road. Somewhere around the beach, perhaps? But why is that? There's no reason, and I can't get the answer. No, wait, I do have a reason. If you want to hide a tree, you put it in a name. You don't see a tree, you don't see the nori, or forest. So the only thing you rely on in the end is the don't see, or mizu. So what happens if we take forest or ki out of the name Kiseki? If you don't see the ki... Sorry, one second. There's a last kanji in the name, or tree, which is forest, which is ki. But also, the first part of the name, ki, the kanji there can be read as mori. So if you can't see either ki, then what does that leave you with? Hold on a sec. The only character left means rapids, and what goes down rapids is water, or mizu. So what happens if we add that kanji to the word, to the kanji for, rapids? Hold on a second. It's shallows. The key word is shallows. And what does shallows refer to? A place where the water is shallow enough for people to walk across. It's often used to refer to a ford. There's only one place on this island where I can think of that has a ford. It's the beach. But there were no houses by the beach. No, wait. Gotta turn my thinking around. Both the researcher, the old man, and the innkeeper said the same thing after their hint. What you're looking for is the opposite of the answer. So in other words, it's the opposite of shallows. The opposite of a shallow would be depths. Depths indicate a place where the water is deep, or in this case, the ocean depths. The ocean around here is very deep. It's only shallow for a little bit, and then suddenly takes a huge dip. However, that woman who's by the beach, never said anything about there being a house in the ocean depths. I mean, that's only natural. There's no way the Kizekis will have a house at the bottom of the sea. She said that sound was the answer. Now, ocean depths can be read in Japanese as fuchi. Another way to read fuchi is edge. In other words, a cliff edge. But even if that's the case, nearly all the shores on this island have cliff edges. So what cliff edge are they talking about? Shallows. The opposite of shallows. The opposite of a beach. Perhaps you mean the cape opposite of the beach? And what's built on that cliff's edge is none other than a lighthouse. I take off like a speeding bullet. Okay, that's it. Sorry about all that. It's, yeah. When I reach my destination, an old woman suddenly comes into view. It's an old elderly woman who untied my ropes at the infirmary. The one with dog hair on her back who lied about hearing my voice. She's probably...
お待ちしておりましたよ。天城小次郎さん。
I've been waiting for you, Kojiro Amagi. The woman speaks. I shake my head of exasperation and speak up. Hatsumi Kizeki, I presume? The old woman quietly nods. What's the meaning of this?
ここでお話しするのもなんですから、場所を移動しましょう。
This is a rather poor location to talk. Let's take this somewhere else. Hatsumi takes off without waiting for me to answer. She's heading for that minivan. It's the same one I saw at school. Hatsumi gets in the driver's seat while I reluctantly get in the passenger seat. I close the door and we take off immediately. There's a road that runs west from the lighthouse. After going down there for a while, we reach a crossroads. We take a right there and head northwest. We reach the road sandwiched between those two low cliffs. The road that was made by carving through those plains. I know where this road leads. Are we going to the lab? Ask Hatsumi as she drives. She answers.
いいえ
No. But she doesn't say anything else than that. I quietly sink into my seat. And the car continues rocking. Before long, we slide into the in the parking lot of the research facility and stop. Hatsumi turns off the car and gets out. I follow suit. So it is this research facility, isn't it?
ここは通過点に過ぎません
This is nothing more than a checkpoint.
ここまでしか車は入れないのです
Cars can't go any further here.
あとは徒歩で行くしか
We'll have to walk the rest of the way. Oh, sorry, I accidentally knocked out the plug on my computer, so it went a little funky for a bit. Okay. Where are you taking me?
私の家ですよ
My house.
東の森を抜けたところにあります
It's right through the forest to the east. Oh, so it's an invitation to your house, huh?
粗末な家でお恥ずかしいのですが
Yes, I'm afraid it's not that much.
では参りましょうか
Shall we go then? Hatsumi takes off. I follow her, maintaining a safe distance. Hatsumi walks slow. Sometimes I have to stop so my pace can match to hers. Time just slowly passes by. East of the laboratory, we reach the top of a hill. Sorry, we climb a steep hill and reach the top. I stop and take a look around. Hatsumi slowly passes by me into the forest. There's a forest at the end of the plains. It draws a straight line through the west. The plains stop part way and dip downwards. Right past there is probably that road. It's probably that road sandwiched between the two cliffs. As I'm looking in that area, the distance between Hatsumi and I widens. However, she's not far away enough that I can't see her. I slowly follow after her. We make our way from the plains into the woods. There's a small path in the woods. It looks like an animal trail. It's so narrow that only one person can walk through it. So only one person can walk through at a time. Hey, how far are you planning on taking me? I ask Hatsumi, but she doesn't answer. Almost feels like I'm walking in the Amazon. Countless tall trees surround me. Thick branches sticking out of their trunks. The sky is almost impossible to see through this canopy of green. Only occasionally do I get bits of sunlight streaming through the trees. The air is damp and heavy. The smell of rotten leaves sticks to my nose. Tree roots stick out from here and there on the road, on the path. It takes quite a bit of effort not to trip on them. The foliage around us sticks out nearly forever. And there are some places that are, bushes around us, stick out endlessly. And there are some parts that, they block off, leading to dead ends. I pass through the bushes each time. I have to make my way through the trees. Eventually, my vision widens. There's a small clearing through the woods. A small wooden house is in the center. Is this your house?
ええ、ご覧の通りのボロ屋です。
Yes, though it's rather beat up, as you can see.
雨風をしのぐのがやっとというありさまで。
The elements have had their way for it over a long period of time.
さあどうぞお入りください。
Now please, come on in. Hatsumi opens the door and gestures me into the house. I pass through the front door and step in. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because it's a really good stopping point. There's a long scene up ahead, and it wouldn't really make sense to stop anywhere during that, so I'm just gonna pick this place. So, yeah, bunch of stuff this episode. Really, really Japanese riddle stuff. Sorry about that, but I don't think there's anything like that again in this in this game, so it shouldn't have anything. So don't worry about that. But yeah, we're gonna leave off here, and then we'll pick up here next time. So until next time, I'll see you all later. And again, I apologize for if I was a little more off my game than usual this time.